February is the turning point. It's the month when the gap begins to widen between people who eat from their own land all winter and those who watch grocery prices climb while their gardens sit empty. Most gardeners think February is too early to plant anything serious, and that belief is exactly why they end up dependent on expensive, flavorless supermarket produce when cold weather hits. Winter food security isn't built in summer when everything grows easily. It's built now, in February. While most people are still planning and strategic growers are already planting, this month is your window. Miss it and you'll spend spring trying to catch up. Use it wisely, and you'll be harvesting fresh, nutrient-dense food, while others complain about the cost of organic greens. By the end of this guide, you'll know the 7 cold weather crops to plant now, how to plant them for maximum yield, and how to turn a small space into a winter food powerhouse, producing over 150 pounds of food. We're Sprout Cycle Garden, and our goal is simple: grow food that feeds your family, not just your Instagram. February planting works on 4 parallel tracks, and most gardeners only use one. That's why they experience harvest gaps. Track 1 is direct sowing hardy crops, which forms your foundation. Track 2 is starting seeds indoors, giving you a 4 to 6 week head start. Track 3 is planting storage builders that act as winter insurance. Track 4 is succession planting, which keeps food coming without interruptions. Before planting anything, answer 5 key questions. What is your last frost date? Is your soil workable? How many hours of sunlight do you get in February? What level of protection do you have: open ground, row covers, or a cold frame? And are you planting in ground, in raised beds, or containers? If you're unsure about your zone, add protection. A simple cold frame can shift you about 2 zones warmer. Protection isn't an expense, it's strategy. Kale is your continuous harvest workhorse. This isn't a decorative garnish, it's serious food. Many people treat kale like a short-term spring crop, harvesting a few leaves and then pulling it out. That's wasted potential. One properly harvested kale plant can produce for 6 to 8 months. The key is never cutting the central growing point. Only harvest the lower outer leaves and never remove more than 1/3 of the plant at a time. This keeps it producing steadily from the center. For a family of 4, 6 to 8 well-spaced plants can supply all the leafy greens you need. In warmer zones, you can direct sow under protection in February. In colder zones, start seeds indoors now and transplant later. Space plants about 18 inches apart and let them become a long-term food source. Spinach is your gap filler and the sprint crop of the cold garden. It matures quickly, often within 30 to 40 days, and thrives in cool weather. The biggest mistake gardeners make is planting it all at once, resulting in a short glut followed by nothing. The smarter approach is succession planting. Sow a short row every 2 weeks through February and March, so each planting matures at a different time. Harvest outer leaves for baby greens, or pull entire plants to free space for the next round. Instead of a single harvest event, think of spinach as a steady pulse of production. Leeks are your long-term calorie bank. They're slow building but powerful, planted now and harvested 9 months later. Leeks aren't fast food, they're insurance. Many gardeners avoid them because they seem complicated, but they're actually easier to grow than onions and highly productive. Start them indoors in February in deep trays. When soil warms in late spring, transplant them into 6-inch trenches and gradually fill the soil back in as they grow. This process blanches the stems, giving you more usable white flesh. Leeks can remain in the ground through fall and even into the following spring, growing sweeter after frost. They're a crop rooted in resilience. Carrots are your living refrigerator. When grown properly, they store directly in the soil under mulch or protection, staying fresh for months. Instead of harvesting everything at once, leave them in the ground and pull as needed. The soil becomes your storage system. For best results, plant them in loose, stone-free soil, at least 8 to 10 inches deep. Keep the soil consistently moist during germination and thin seedlings to prevent crowding. Plant in blocks rather than long rows to maximize small spaces. Carrots don't just provide a spring snack, they extend your food supply deep into winter. February isn't about hopeful gardening, it's about strategic planting. While others wait for warmer days, you build systems that carry you through the cold months ahead. The difference next winter won't be luck. It will be what you chose to plant right now. Carrots are your underground storage system, built to hold sweet, dense calories beneath the soil until you need them. Their purpose is simple: grow them once and harvest them all winter. The biggest mistake gardeners make is pulling carrots in fall and trying to store them in a refrigerator or root cellar when the soil itself is the perfect storage environment. The second mistake is poor soil preparation. Carrots demand deep, loose, rock-free soil. Otherwise, they fork, twist, and become stunted. Choose dependable storage varieties like Bolero, Napoli, or Danvers in zones 7 and 8. Direct sow in late February. In colder regions, wait until March or early April. Once mature, leave them in the ground beneath a thick layer of mulch and harvest as needed. Snow can rest on top while food waits underneath. With each freeze, their starches convert to sugars, making them even sweeter by spring. Parsnips function as your deep winter energy reserve. They are dense, calorie-rich, and one of the rare crops that genuinely improves in cold weather. Many gardeners think parsnips are difficult because their seeds germinate slowly, often taking 3 to 4 weeks. That delay isn't a flaw, it's simply their nature. The real mistake is assuming failure and replanting the space. Patience is the solution. Along with a simple technique, sow radish seeds in the same row. Radishes sprout quickly, marking the row and breaking up the soil crust while the parsnips take their time. By the time parsnips emerge, the radishes are already harvested. In zones 7 and 8, sow a reliable variety like Hollow Crown in February. Colder zones should wait until March. Like carrots, parsnips store best in the ground and develop their full, sweet, nutty flavor only after repeated hard frosts transform starch into sugar. Brussels sprouts create a vertical calorie system, producing dozens of nutrient-dense buds along a single stalk. The most common error is planting them too late. They require a long, cool growing season, which makes a February indoor start essential in every zone. Another overlooked step is topping the plant. Without removing the top growing point in late summer, the sprouts remain small and loose. Start dependable varieties such as Long Island Improved or Diablo indoors in February and transplant in April, spacing plants at least 2 feet apart. In late summer, cut off the top 6 inches to redirect energy into sprout development. Harvest from the bottom upward as they mature over several weeks, with flavor improving after frost. Storage cabbage acts as a time capsule of food, forming dense heads packed with calories and nutrients that can feed you all winter without refrigeration or canning. The fatal mistake is choosing summer varieties that are not bred for storage. Select proven storage types like Danish Ballhead, January King, or Late Flat Dutch. Another error is harvesting too early. Wait until after a few light frosts, which firm the heads and enhance flavor. When harvesting, pull the entire plant with roots attached and hang it upside down in a cool, dark, humid place, such as a basement or garage. The outer leaves protect the head naturally, allowing it to remain fresh for 4 to 6 months long before modern grocery systems existed. Many February gardens fail before they even begin because of preventable mistakes. Waiting for perfect weather is the first and most damaging one. By the time soil feels warm and days turn sunny, you have already lost valuable growing time. Hardy crops are meant for cool conditions. The second mistake is starting everything simultaneously, creating a transplant bottleneck that overwhelms you. Instead, stagger seed starting by 1 to 2 weeks. The third mistake is planting outdoors without protection in cold climates. In colder zones, open ground sowing in February is a gamble. Use row covers, clutches, or cold frames as part of your design strategy. The fourth mistake is ignoring succession planting. One large sowing of spinach results in a brief glut, followed by empty beds, while small weekly sowings maintain steady harvests. The fifth mistake is underestimating slug pressure. As soil thaws, slugs emerge hungry and can destroy seedlings overnight. So, set beer traps or apply iron phosphate before planting. The sixth mistake is overwatering cold soil, which leads to rot. Water only when the top inch of soil dries out. The seventh mistake is choosing the wrong varieties. Summer crops planted in February will fail, and non-storage cabbage will not last. Select varieties bred for cold hardiness, long storage, and winter production. A clear February action plan keeps everything organized. In week 1, prepare beds if soil is workable, add compost, and start indoor seeds for leeks, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and kale in colder zones. In week 2, sow the first protected succession of spinach and check indoor seedlings for proper light and germination. In week 3, sow the second spinach succession